Agamas. Apta Pramana, experience of the Aptas. Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas. The millions of them who are the authority of Hinduism, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation, Bhagavan's very own Leelas. Bhagavan, as per the Shastra and as per the Apta, manifesting all the powers to showcase that a human can experience the superconscious breakthrough in his life and manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. The Shakshi Pramana, the evidence of the experience of the millions of disciple, devotees, follower all around the world manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in enlightened state. Bhagavan has beautifully said, I myself will be in the Kailash courtyard for each one of you. What you have experienced as the powerful cognition manifesting the powers. Like if you go to the temple, you pray and you receive the prasada and you manifest your reality. That is exactly how this manifestation also manifests, not just the moving the object or downloading few words, but also it manifests the auspiciousness and abundance and bliss, as Bhagavan says, a lubricant for your higher consciousness as your ultimate reality. The Shakshi Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. More and more we start manifesting powers, we start understanding the higher reality. Bhagavan has beautifully given us the Sarvajñatva power, all-knowingness. And this is from Sarvajñanatva Agama, verse 15. And
let's move to Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramana are eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures. 15.
Evamekatmabhavena samstitasya tu yoginaha sarvajñatvam pravarteta vikalparahitasya tu. Evamekatmabhavena samstitasya tu yoginaha sarvajñatvam pravarteta vikalparahitasya tu.
Paramashiva beautifully says, within such a yogi who established himself in absolute non-dual oneness with the Lord Shiva and who keeps himself free from all sorts of differentiating notions, the exalted power of all-knowing Sarvajñatvam gets unfolded in all its fullness. How Bhagavan said, he will doubt only the delusion, he would doubt only the trolls, the abusers, even the people completely who has not experienced the truth as reality. He will not doubt anybody who he has been introduced as his guru. He will go only by the definition that his guru has defined to him as who he is. Paramashiva himself, the God himself, has come down as our guru. The biggest blessing for us in this yuga, where we can experience Paramashiva himself coming down as our guru, the ultimate and one who himself established in the absolute non-dual oneness with Lord Shiva. When we understand that ultimate space, why we came to planet Earth is to experience the higher reality. How we exist during sleep, how we experience during the waking state, and how we experience ourselves during the deep sleep state. We have different sharira that we experience and that we manifest in different reality. Even in a day, if we are manifesting different reality, why not the Turiya state? The deep within us, the consciousness, which is also the very nature of who we are. When the babies are born, they do not know any of the five senses, even though they function with five senses. The five senses are still like a utility for them. Exploring, they have no idea something is smelling wrong or smelling good. They have no idea whether it is a bitter or sweet. Nothing is known to them until they start getting the information from the outer world to label it, and they add the knowledge to it. When they are left to be themselves, they have no idea what they like, what they don't like, what is there, what is the sweet or what is good perfume or bad perfume, they have no idea. The five senses does not add to any of our pleasure from the outer world. Even as a baby, we have experienced only adding the knowledge. We think it fulfills us, but unfortunately we ourselves know it can never fulfill. That's why we always want more. How can a something in shadow, something on the screen fulfill our dream? It can never fulfill. How much ever we run behind it, it is only a mirage. And once we go there, we find ourselves, oh my god, this is not the truth. And we go on seeking outside where something is present inside which can fulfill us, which can be the very core of who we are. Recognizing ourselves is the greatest reality that Bhagavan Paramashiva is making us understand. All these differentiating notions which are outside, all the self-doubt, self-hatred and self-denial which we project on ourselves, others and our Guru also, and dropping all that and looking in who we are, the pure space of oneness of Paramashiva, the joy, the bliss, the ultimate that we can experience as Paramashiva is the only space that exists. We recognize that during the science of our manifestation, even a glimpse would give us such a break. It's like even you know the answer, even a little, you simply know it after that. You cannot go back and say you don't know. Once you know the truth, then there is no go back because you know it. You have matured into a new reality. That is all we need to understand. And by these power manifestation, we start experience the highest reality. And beautifully here in Atma Pramana, Rama and Lakshmana, all of them in Vishwamitra, under the sage Vishwamitra, are learning the great science of Shastra and Astra. And Vishwamitra says, because you are very humble, I am giving you this great truth. Beautifully, Rama gains the knowledge of Shastra and Astra from Lord Vishwamitra. This is from Valmiki, Ramayan, Balakanda, Sarga 27. Even Rama had to be humble to receive the knowledge from his Guru in his Gurukulam. Why this great science has given us to be humble is because dropping our identity is when we receive the knowledge from the Guru. When we are questioning him, when we are thanking him, when we are in the mood of praising him, we are not receiving anything. Only when we surrender that very identity and merge into him, be the oneness with him, be himself as Paramashiva, that very moment he blesses us with the ultimate science. Beautifully, Bhagwan gives us the ultimate science of oneness with Paramashiva.
And puja, I don't practice. But in this Mat, the Madurai Adinam tradition, I am supposed to do puja every day to the deity of Shiva and Meenakshi. So you should see how I do puja. It will be very funny. Morning I will sit with the deities and I will pour the water and fall into samadhi. And then I will wake up and put the sandal and fall into samadhi. It will take at least 2 hours for me to complete the puja. I cannot practice puja, of course, because as a tradition I have to do, I am doing. That's different. I cannot practice unclutching. There are many methods and techniques. I cannot do ajapa japa. By the time I repeat the mantra second or third time, already in samadhi. But still I practice some things. That is humble submission. Understand? Then understand the importance of this process. Whether I am not talking about the humble submission, the attitude of imbibing you need to have in front of the Guru. No, that is secondary. I am not even talking about that. Have that attitude with everything. When you look at a building, have that attitude of imbibing. You will imbibe whatever you need to from that. You will be enriched. When you need, that file will come up, your book. Start with that attitude of imbibing. Whatever is your essence, let it be imbibed in me. Let it become part of me. That is why any knowledge, I am not talking out of ego, Any knowledge, it can be any complicated, whether it is legal or auditing or HTML code, any knowledge, I can be 100% sure I can imbibe because I know how to imbibe. Go with the attitude of imbibing. Tadvidhi pranibadena pariprashnena sevaya. Go with the attitude of humble submission. With anything. If you are going to a new culture, if you are going to a new place, if you are going to a new person, if you are going to a new book, if you are going to a new field, with anything, do not have prejudice. Something, these fellows are wrong, these fellows are right, this book is not right, this thought trend is not right, this philosophy is crime, this philosophy is right. Don't go with that prejudice. Go with that mood of submission, imbibing. I tell you, if you have this attitude of imbibing, even the terrorist philosophy, you will learn something right and good. But with the attitude of arrogance, even if it is a philosophy of enlightenment, you will make it arrogant and egocentric. I have seen people becoming egocentric, reading great Advaitic literatures, and people becoming enlightened, the worst terrorist books. George Gurdjieff is a flower out of the communist thorns.
Shastra Pramana.
Beautifully, Bhagavan says, how to imbibe the greatest truth is being humble. They did not have telescope and microscope and research labs, but what they had is a humbleness. Humbleness is less of you, the identity I, and more of the self, the Paramashiva space in you. The more you recognize that space, more you start manifesting the higher signs. And simply all the herbs used to tell them how they manifested and what is the purpose of their life and give them all the detail to the rishis. That's how they studied the herbs, Bhagavan says. All the books taught him what the author is trying to tell in this book. All the great buildings told Bhagavan how the building was constructed. Everything they did by just coming into the oneness and simply surrendering their identity and holding on to the Paramashiva space, which just reveals the quantum sarvanyatva as the reality. Here you can see the Shakshi Pramana, where the devotee has written down some weird words and found the meaning and exactly mapped, as it says, the process of landscaping or gardening, and she got the landscape word, exactly what is the xeriscape, and ethology, how the bunches of zoology. She got the words correct. Even the words are perfect. Simply, if you start understanding the higher science, how you can manifest the reality, you will simply be Sarvanyatva. When the kids were put to test, Balasans, Mensa test, 40 to 60%, they scored extremely high. They even wrote the questions for some of them when the page was given. And simply all this is possible not as mythology, but your science for you to manifest, each one of you. Experience the conscious sovereignty as your reality. Even 1 or 2 powers you start manifesting, you will be in such a bliss. Then after that, you will be rating yourself as gods and goddesses happening on this planet Earth. Now, if you can use your cell phone only to turn on the cameras for this session, no cell phones, and you can use it for the class, but nothing more than that, and for recording, but no other reason, no Facebook. And the mind, we can only act for as a processor, not starting your thoughts. Tell your thoughts to back off for some time. And only in the space of oneness, you're going to experience this. How in the outer world, only in the space of currency, we experience everything. Same way here, in the space of oneness, we can experience everything, the ultimate bliss. So now ask your partner to write a question, or you can write on subjects you have no idea. Write the questions and just through your third eye, whatever appears, start noting down. Do not doubt when it appears, whether it is my thoughts or whether it is Paramashiva. There is no such thing as thoughts. We just understood it's a mirage. then where is the thoughts? So go by whatever is given is Paramashiva. You'll simply recognize the truth. Don't go by the delusion. Go by the truth. Bhagavan beautifully said in the satsang. Now, after you finish, if you get even few things correct or Kundalini energy you just experience, you have started manifesting the powers. Start celebrating with sharing with your details and others by liking it and sharing to others with your tagging your friends and family. You will start manifesting more powers because you are establishing your identity as Paramashiva. And if you have manifested the powers at least 4 lines correct in a row, then you have manifested the ultimate space of oneness with Paramashiva and in 100% as reality. Now you can experience this by simply going into this simple meditation that Bhagavan has given step-by-step process. Sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Visualize Paramashiva in your third eye continuously. Bhagavan's beautiful gesture, his laugh, his grace, his boons, his initiation, his words. Just be there. Just be in that bhava, Shakti Pada, Shakti Nipada. Everything else unclutch. How in your dream state and a deep sleep, you unclutch everything. You don't know where you're sleeping, what you're doing, no idea of it. Same way, forget everything in for few minutes. In this waking state, you will touch the awareness rays and simply wake up to the higher reality and intensely entangle with Bhagavan by chanting the Mahavakya. When you chant the Mahavakya, you merge into the oneness with Paramashiva. Simply, you will start seeing how the reality, you forgetting your body, you forgetting where you were and what happened, but manifesting the powers of Sarvagnatva. So let's merge into Bhagavan in oneness space. Chant the Mahavakya by deep listening, then only the merging happens. So let's chant the whole Mahavakya and with a deep listening, continuously. Listening is where you merge into Paramashiva. And simply whatever appears, write it down. At the end of the cycle, we can verify.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever you have now written down, please open your eyes and verify it authentically in the Google. All these great powers that Bhagavan is giving us to manifest as prasada is to clear our incompletion right now and give us all the auspiciousness and abundance as our reality. The more and more we understand that we are Paramashiva, we can manifest even a little, we will start believing and understanding and finally cognizing that we are Paramashiva. Even in reality, we will have no death and no birth cycle, simply no struggle in life, but completely in bliss. And the whole science of our manifestation, manifesting all the powers, will start breaking open into the reality for us. These are small things that Bhagavan is training us into reflect the superconsciousness in our brain. Parashit was there 7 days. He was told he will be dying. And he was asking, what is the difference? Like, what do I do now? So Sukabrahma says, you are most blessed because you know for 7 days you're going to be alive. We don't know next breath we are alive or not. So you are actually more blessed than all of us that you know very well you have 7 days of your life. And simply he just merges into the oneness by seventh day, understanding there is no other thing other than just dropping our self-doubt and denial and all the delusion. Question the delusion, not the self, and simply merge into the self as reality. Parashit manifested the even he knew he was cursed in 7 days, he is going to die of a snake bite. He just dropped his identity and simply surrendered when he knew that 7 days is there in his life. He was actually feeling blessed, not pained. He was the one who was protected from Brahma Astra right in the womb of his mother by Krishna and initiated him into the ultimate science. Even then, he was in the deluded in the outer world. And when the small Brahmin kid cursed him that in 7 days he will be dying with a snake bite because he threw a snake on his father, who has no idea even as a body. And simply in 7 days, Sukha Brahma happened as a guru for him and the ultimate as his guru, and he manifested that oneness, not doubting the guru, not doubting the delusion, but just surrendering his ego and experiencing the oneness as his reality and attain the ultimate space of moksha, the Paramashiva space itself as reality. Now, let's have one more cycle. Let's sit straight with head, neck, and spine in a straight line and completely understand that we are Paramashiva and Paramashiva in us is manifesting our breath, even the thinking, even understanding what we are now in the Zoom. Everything is given by Paramashiva. Why can't he give these few words of what my questions are? Write down the questions, whatever you need the answer, and let it be more measurable questions so that you can really check on those questions for the answers, and something you have no idea or something you already know but some more depth in it that you really want answers for, and simply you will Google and find the exact answer as Paramashiva explains in the power manifestation. So let's have one more cycle, deeply connect to Paramashiva. Is it possible for me and you? Yes, death is possible for everybody. Then Paramashiva is also possible because we are not still now dead, because even now Paramashiva is the one who is manifesting. So it has to be possible. If he can run our brain, if he can run our body, he can take care of the manifestation also. So doubt the manifestation that you are manifesting other than Paramashiva, but not Paramashiva. Bhagavan beautifully says, Guru, who is God himself, has come down and initiated and sitting in the courtyard for you to drop our identity and merge into oneness. Let's just have simple integrity, simple obedience to chant the Mahavakya with a deep listening, and whatever prasada, Bhagavan will take care and manifest as reality. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever you have received now as prasada and whatever you have manifested, please go ahead and share it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. If you have been with the satsang and you have got a click in the satsang or experience in the initiation or whatever your questions are and suggestions, everything you can post in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Like others post and share it and tag it with your friends and families. So more and more people get enriched and caused for more and more satsang blessings from Bhagavan himself. Shiva himself has come down as our Guru and blessing us the ultimate. That's much more than anything that can happen in the planet Earth. We are blessed by the ultimate itself as our reality. Now, if you see the dollar sign and thanking so many people who are offering, contributing to Kailasha, that is Guru Purnima coming, you can contribute anything that simply becomes the higher reality. The more and more you contribute, the more and more he showers because you are contributing to Kailasha, your inner space becoming the Kailasha. All these contribution, if you see any of the avatars, the only thing they have is contribute to life. Why do they have that? Because they know that everything is a reflection of them and simply they raise everything to higher reality as they exist and beautifully initiates everyone into the highest possibility. And they look at everybody as Paramashiva, making everybody as Paramashiva. The more you contribute, the more you understand you are Paramashiva and contribute to others' life, they also will start seeing you as Paramashiva, and you will also feel they are Paramashiva. When Uddhava asked when Krishna was about to leave, and what do I do? Krishna said, all you need to do is everybody that you see, hold like Krishna and contribute to their life. And that is the best bliss, oneness with Paramashiva. Thanking Bhagwan for all these great truth and blessings and making us manifest these great auspiciousness and abundance. Surrender everything to Bhagwan's lotus feet, the powerful cognition and power manifestation. With a deep earning and gratitude, in humbleness, ask Bhagwan to manifest Paramashiva as your existential reality. And with that, let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Thank each one of you attending this session. You are really blessed. So with that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thanking so much each and every one of you. We'll have 6 p.m. the Kailash Kotiyar Manifesting Past session. See you then in the Kailash Kotiyar. You can log in through eKailasha. Thank you, Nithyananda.